Okay, so finally, this is the last episode of Secrets of the Night. Have you been blessed? Have you learned anything? If you have, I'm waiting to see your comments, saying one or two things that you grabbed from this wonderful story by Precious Obialor-Ukazim. Alright, so let's continue. Perhaps the person who is planning to do something bad or already doing something bad among you, whom the Lord is talking about, is ashamed and doesn't know how to come out openly. You can meet me privately, let's talk and about the looming danger. But if you had in your heart and refused to turn in repentance, to seek mercy, I am afraid what I saw might come to pass, and there is nothing I or anyone else can do to stop it. Only you can decide your destiny in God, and that by righteous living. I have said enough, and I will be waiting for you in my room for a private talk. She told her children, then left. That night, her first son went in to meet her and confessed thus: Mom, I think I'm the one God spoke to you about. He said, I was considering joining my friends who are into Yahoo Plus. That is internet scam, but my fear is that they said it involves rituals and the use of body parts for the ritual in order to really make it big. I I've been very scared, but I've been silently considering it in my heart, and they've given me a date to come to the initiation. Then after that, they'll start giving me work to do to start making huge amount of money. He was still talking when his mother started sobbing. Victor, why? She cried. Why will you join Yahoo? Didn't I raise you well in the fear of the Lord? Why? She asked him, crying. Mom, we are suffering. Look at us. Every time you keep telling us to trust God for everything. But God will not answer us. Mom, I want to make money and take good care of you and my siblings. He was giving his reasons for considering Yahoo when his mother interrupted him. God forbid, you will never take care of me with blood money and ill-gotten wealth. Victor, you are my firstborn, my miracle son, gotten by covenant. You cannot excel outside God and godliness. Don't do this to me, she cried bitterly, and the young man, who was touched that his mother, whom he loved so much, was crying because of him. Mom, it's okay, I'm not going to join them. I don't want to do anything that will hurt you. Please stop crying, I promise. I will not disappoint you. I will not join them. Instead, I will work hard legitimately by putting my skills and all potentials to work. He told his mother, assuring her with many promises, sharing his possible plans with her, and they talked more till almost 2 a.m. that night when she led him to dedicate his life to Christ, and she was happy for the restoration of her son. But 2 weeks later, the sudden news of her eldest daughter's death hit her like a ton of what? It happened that she told her mother she was going for choir rehearsals but went to her boyfriend's house, a young man she just started dating in less than 1 month, before her mother shared her revelation with her and her siblings. She had the nudge to put an end to the relationship, but the young man promised to buy her the latest iPhone for her 22nd birthday, which was a few days away, and also promised to give her money to process her admission into the university. Hence, she was enticed by all the beautiful promises he made to her and was visiting him for the first time that day to collect the surprise package he said he had for her, unknown to her that he had already planned to use her for ritual as he was a Yahoo boy. My God. By the time the neighborhood security apprehended him and alerted Mrs. Alexis, he had already butchered the young lady's body into smaller pieces, removed the parts he wanted, and was going to dispose the body when he got apprehended. When Mrs. Alexis saw her daughter's body cut into pieces and dripping with blood beyond recognition, she screamed and said, "Marvelous, so it was you I saw. So this is how you decided your destiny by your hands and played into the negative course of fate," she asked, screaming at the top of her voice like someone who would go crazy, and people tried to hold her down. She screamed again and again, then tried to cry, but her breath ceased, and she slumped and fainted. When she was revived at the hospital, she couldn't say a word for 3 good days. Her tears flowed endlessly each time she remembered that its death could have been averted if her daughter had feared God and not hardened her heart. Fate has no power over anyone's will. If you choose the path of death, you will die. And if you choose life, you will live. The just shall live by faith. Faith, and not by faith. Fate. Marvelous, you have the options to choose life and live, but you rejected life and chose death. Look how you died like a chicken, with no glory or dignity. She cried out in agony of soul, and the people consoled her as she painfully accepted the fact that her lovely daughter was gone, and her eternity with God is not guaranteed. The end. We've come to the end of Secrets of the Night. Indeed, this is a deep secret. And I pray that we all make use of this, from this experience. I pray we don't realize what we have read, but rather hold on to it and always remember it, that we can decide to choose life and not allow fate to play out in our lives. God bless you. See you next time. See you. Bye.